Hainsley, thank you so much for joining us. We've known yourself and your lovely wife, Marilyn, for a number of years. You've been part of New Community, part of our Eltham Sunday meeting. We love having you with us. We love praying with you. We love doing bits of life with you. And it's so cool to get to hear a little bit of your story.
Quite a few years we attended Marilyn and I, we attended a church in Camden Town. We both experienced both sides. The church we started off was an all West Indian, proper gospel, and Marilyn was the only white face there. Wow. But we were blessed. In certain situations it was very difficult. As time went on, we decided to leave. We went to another church that was up at Red Hill, and I was on the other side. I was the only black face in that particular church, so we've experienced both sides. So it's such a blessing to be at New Community because there is a balance. But yeah, that's where we came from.
So Hainsley, we talk a lot about community at New Community. It's literally in the name. So for you, why has community been so significant?
I've always asked God to help me to be able to pray effectively and fervently, but I realised that it's very difficult if you don't know people. It's difficult. We can pray, but it's difficult to have that fervour. And I found that community. Firstly, it helped me to remember people's names because every week I used to go to church and say, I can't remember your name, forgive me, you know. But it was a starting point to learn people's names, and then just during conversation, you learn things about people, which brings that connection. Being a part of community sort of opened up the opportunity to be able to pray for somebody, and the joy of being able to see somebody come through. Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Hainsley, is there anything that's particularly helped you grow as a disciple over the years?
I think I was thinking about certain things, and I believe that acknowledging that troubles and trials are there to build us up, that without those things being tested, Paul says, is the trying of your faith is the most precious thing. When these things happen to us, it's at that point that we need to draw closer to God and not to allow the situation to drive us apart from Him. And so I sort of made it up in my mind to say every time something negative happens, it's my opportunity to get closer to God. So to use trials and testings to draw closer to God, even if it's in asking for help, but to go to God rather than go away.